There's a lot of good police officers. There's a few bad apples.
Also tonight, it's the video deposition the city fought intently to keep sealed. Mayor Emanuel and Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson on record about the fatal police shooting of Quintonio LeGrier and Betty Jones. Good evening, I'm Rob Johnson.
And I'm Erica Sargent. A judge ordered them released today shortly after a jury in the wrongful death case was selected. Here's CBS 2's Dana Kozlov.
Mayor Emanuel sat for his multi-hour deposition in March, more than 2 years after Chicago police officer Robert Rialmo shot and killed 19-year-old Quintonio LeGrier and his 55-year-old neighbor Betty Jones.
COPA determined the December 26, 2015 shooting to be unjustified as to Betty Jones and Quintonio LeGrier. You were aware of that, correct? Correct. Okay.
But beyond that, the mayor says his direct involvement in the case is nil.
Have you reviewed the COPA report?
No. I mean, the short answer is no. As you know, there's a process, and I know you know this, Larry, and so that process puts a Chinese wall between me and anything that relates to a situation like this.
The mayor was deposed 2 weeks after Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson, who was chief of patrol at the time. Johnson acknowledged COPA, or the Civilian Office of Police Accountability, rules on police shootings.
Whether it's in compliance or justified or unjustified, yes.
Johnson says he got COPA's report, which calls the shootings unjustified.
Have you determined whether you will agree with the COPA conclusions in this case yet?
No, again, I haven't reviewed the entire file.
A week later, Johnson sent this 11-page letter disagreeing with COPA's findings, arguing Rialmo shouldn't be fired. The mayor skirted the issue.
I'm trying to be faithful to the purpose of having a Chinese wall.
Emanuel and Johnson also appear at odds over the so-called code of silence. Here's the mayor in December 2015.
It is a tendency in some cases to cover up the bad actions of a colleague or colleagues.
The speech was an attempt to be truthful and transparent with the public. Do you agree with that?
No, the truth, yes.
I have not ever heard anyone talking about code of silence, trained on a code of silence, or even saying that they will participate in the code of silence.
Superintendent Johnson also agreed on the importance of keeping officers at the scene of a police-involved shooting separate so they can't, quote, corrupt their stories. But a source close to this case tells me these officers were not separated and, in fact, were placed in the same squad car. Opening arguments are Monday. Rob and Erica.
All right. Thank you, Dana.